Hi guys, this is Katie and today we are spending Christmas in Siem Reap, Cambodia. So if you are new here, my name is Katie and my husband and I live in Bangkok and I vlog about my life here and my travels around Asia. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure you hit subscribe. So back in 2019, before COVID, my husband and I went around Vietnam and Cambodia for Christmas. This is the second time we have been to both Vietnam and Cambodia, and we loved it because it meant that we got to see everything at a much slower pace. And we timed it so that we were in Siem Reap for Christmas and we headed to Angkor Wat on Christmas Eve. So we arrived in Siem Reap, we flew from Ho Chi Minh City, and if you are travelling Asia, definitely check out Air Asia. This isn't a sponsor at all, but we love Air Asia. They have fantastic deals, and that is how we get around Asia all the time because their prices are so good. So we headed straight to Pub Street, which is a pretty touristy place in Siem Reap. And here you can find plenty of bars and restaurants of all types, and of course, like I said, it was Christmas, so everything was covered in Christmas decorations. And we were really fortunate. We were staying at a hotel called the Villa Siem Reap, which I'm really sad to say, since COVID has hit, like I said before, this was before COVID, but since COVID has hit, the Villa Siem Reap is now permanently closed, which I'm really sad to hear about because it's a beautiful place. We stayed there during both of our visits to Cambodia and we would highly have recommended it, but obviously now you can't visit, which is such a shame. But yeah, Pub Street is a very popular place to go, and if you are new to travelling, we definitely recommend staying somewhat near it, not on the street because it can get loud and busy, but it's a great place to go and just have a good time, try some different food. And here you will see the best crocodile pizza advert. Crocodile is a big thing in Siem Reap. We found a lot of restaurants would have certain types of crocodile served, and you'll see that later on in the video. We do go to a Cambodian barbecue whilst we're here. And then we ended the night with just having a simple meal. We had some satay and some like rice and veg meat, that type of thing, because we had a early night because the next day was Christmas Eve and we were up super early. I think we got up about 4:30 in the morning, jumped in a private car and went to Angkor Wat. Now we highly recommend you speak with your hotel to arrange either a private tuk-tuk or a private car to go to Angkor Wat. So there was 4 of us, so we went for a car, but last time we came to Cambodia, we had a tuk-tuk, and I think it cost, when there was just 2 of us, I think it cost like $20, and then we paid for the entrance on arrival. I think it's probably slightly more now because, you know, prices are going up, but we got there early and you go to Angkor Wat for sunrise. This is the done thing and you have to do it because it's beautiful and we highly recommend you go. It was really busy, so this was Christmas Eve, so it was super busy, a lot busier than it was when we had gone many moons ago in 2013, and I think back then we visited in like February time, so it was a little bit quieter then. But yes, it was Christmas Eve, so it was busy. But we waited for the sun to fully rise and then we explored the temples. And seriously, this place is stunning. So just a little bit of history about this place. They believe that this massive religious monument and architectural masterpiece was built in around the 12th century. But why it is so mysterious and why it's become very popular as well is because it wasn't actually discovered until 1860. So it wasn't a massively known about thing until a lot later on. But this is actually a huge complex of ancient ruins, of temples that have withstood the test of time and been here for hundreds of years. I think they said around 900 years. And it is just breathtaking. I don't think any photographs or videos will really give this place justice. And you can see we are running around taking photographs of everything and anything possible, and you can go inside these temples as well. So this isn't just a thing that you see the outside of. You can go inside, explore the inside areas. Often you will see monks in there as well, And it's just stunning, the detailing that is so old, and it's just fantastic. Honestly, I haven't got the words for it. It just is incredible. So there are different parts of the Angkor Wat complex, and this is the main part that most people will go to see sunrise, because you get that iconic photograph across the lake. But there are a few different areas to explore as well. So there are actually 72 major temples in this complex, and if you have plenty of time, we recommend getting multiple day passes and getting a tour guide to go to some of the lesser visited places, because it really is incredible. And visiting some of those temples that are quieter and have less people in really does take your breath away. And I know when we first visited in 2013, we spent a full day just exploring everything and everywhere, and it was one of my favorite experiences in Asia. Now, I'm not going to get super technical with this, but basically you have that first section, which is known as the heart of Angkor Wat, and then you have Angkor Thom, I think it's pronounced, I'm not entirely sure, but this is the second location that we visited, and it is one of the most popular places because you can see these intricate faces that are sculpted into the stone, and it is incredible. Like, you can see so many different details, so many different expressions and faces, and it is a great place if you want to take some amazing photographs. Again, you can go up and explore it from a different viewpoint as well, and it is a very popular place to visit. And then the third place is always very busy because it is known for its appearance in Tomb Raider, in the Tomb Raider movies. So this section is referred to, people will just certainly, if you just search Angkor Wat section with tree, you'll be able to see loads of photos of it as well. But I think the official name is Tar Prom. Any tour to Angkor Wat and any driver that takes you, if you just explain that these are the three sections you want to see, to be honest, it'll probably be the default sections that they take you to anyway. But these are the three sections that we went to, and they are the most impressive sections and the most popular sections of Angkor Wat to visit. And you can see this last section is my favourite, and I can see why it's so popular, because you have these trees that have over time have grown in and around these buildings. And when we actually first visited Angkor Wat in 2013, there was actually a lot less restrictions, in the sense of you were able to get up a lot closer to some of the trees around these temples, and you can see here that a lot of them nowadays have these structures in and around them to support them and keep them up. I'm guessing because obviously over time and all of the tourists that are visiting, they need that extra support. So we had a fantastic time in Angkor Wat, and I would highly recommend visiting. If you are in Asia, if you're obviously if you're in Cambodia, definitely head to Siem Reap, because Angkor Wat is what Siem Reap and the whole of Cambodia is known for. So we would highly recommend it. Anyway, that evening we relaxed and headed to Pub Street again. You can see Pub Street is very lively, and I know that after everything that's happened in the world over the last 2 years, things are slowly getting back to normal, and I'm not obviously entirely sure if it's still like this, but I hope it still has this charm where you can see street vendors and people making different various types of street food, and it's very popular here, and there's lots and lots of places to check out. And because it's Christmas Eve, obviously all of the decorations are out full, and we decided to go to Cambodian BBQ. So this is a restaurant that me and Callum visited on our first time in 2013, and how this is basically you can choose lots of different types of meats, and they have some really peculiar ones. So we went for this 13 kinds of meat, and they have everything like duck, frog leg, kangaroo, ostrich, shark, crocodile. It was fantastic. And fun fact, we went here in 2013 and I had just stopped being a vegetarian. So I was a vegetarian for like 10 years when I was a teenager up until my early 20s, and I knew we were going to Asia, and I had heard that it was quite difficult to stay being a vegetarian in Asia because you don't always know what they put in your food. So I was worried about getting sick by accidentally eating meat. So I was like, oh right, do you know what? I'm just going to start eating meat again. And this was one of my first introductions to eating meat in Asia, which in hindsight was a risky move on Callum's part, but I really enjoyed it, and we came back here quite a few years later. So definitely highly recommend this place if you want to try something a little unique and something a little different. And like as you can see, they give you lots of different noodles and vegetables to have with your meal as well. So it was a different type of Christmas Eve, but one that I thoroughly enjoyed. And then it's Christmas Day. Now, we have had Christmas Day in Bangkok, but this was our first Christmas Day back in 2019 that we had it abroad. We'd always gone home to England. But we decided to have a bit of a different Christmas Day. So we went to this local market nearby just to kind of see what there was, and we picked up some fruit and had some breakfast out, and then we spent most of the day in the pool, and we actually had a really nice massage, which obviously I didn't film, and I didn't really film much of the pool, but I will insert a clip of us relaxing in the pool now as well. And we just chilled out for the day, to be honest, and then spent the evening. We went to this sky bar that was near our hotel, and I will leave the link in the description below for the name of it. I can't remember it right now, but we had a few drinks at this very colourful, bright sky bar, and just enjoyed our evening. Went to a few different places along Pub Street, and then came back to our hotel because they had this lovely dinner on. So we had satay, and then Callum had this fish. I think it's just a fish head. I'm not really sure what this is. It's fish. Callum loves fish. He'll have anything that looks unusual. And then we had this, this is battered asparagus and greens under there. And then I had a Penang curry because I love all curries, all Asian curries are fantastic, and it wasn't too spicy for me. So that was our Christmas in Siem Reap. I had a fantastic time, and I hope that once travel is back to normal and the world is back to normal, that this video might inspire someone to go and visit Siem Reap, because it truly is one of the most unique and fascinating places to go. So thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure you hit subscribe. And in our next video, we will be heading to Phnom Penh, which is the capital of Cambodia, and we will be learning about the history of the country, particularly the dark history that surrounds the politics of the country. So make sure you hit subscribe for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you really soon. Bye.